Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas, and if you don't celebrate it, I hope you enjoyed whatever other holiday you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate a holiday, then hopefully you enjoyed your winter break, unless you don't have winter break. Let's move on. Today, we are going to be talking about a series of video games. A series of video games that I have been playing for a long time. And of course, you've already read the title and know that I am talking about the LEGO games. So, for Christmas, I got LEGO City Undercover. And honestly, I have not been playing LEGO games recently. I've kind of stopped playing. I knew that there was a few games that are out, such as The Incredibles and the DC supervillains, which those two are currently the only ones that I believe that I have not yet played. So, yeah. But replaying this made me realize just how good the LEGO games were. The LEGO games have been growing for a long time, and they've gotten a lot of development over the time. Starting out with the original games, they were just levels. You could just play through the levels, whatever. It wasn't a huge deal. And the characters didn't speak. This went on for all of the LEGO Star Wars games, and even when they bring them back, up until the most recent ones, they continue to keep this even though other games now were voice acted. The Indiana Jones didn't have any voice acting, just the little grunts and stuff. And again, Batman, the original LEGO Batman, was also like that. But then they added voices, which for a lot of people, including myself, it was a downgrade. Like, why add voices? It was funny. There really wasn't much point in giving them voices. Eventually, LEGO created some great shows and movies, such as Ninjago. LEGO Universe was one of the greatest MMOs that I ever got the chance to play. Sadly, it no longer exists. Unless you look really hard, you can find some illegal versions, but that's it. But then we entered what I would call the um, the next stage. After they added the voice acting, well, yes, they had some other games that deviated from the main. Look, you have this one hub, and then you can go to all of the different worlds or all the different levels. Eventually, DC and a few the DC games, as well as the Lord of the Rings games and the Hobbit games, as well as eventually LEGO City Undercover, and to an extent, even the more recent Star Wars have also been doing this, where you gained the chance to have an open world. And this was one of the greatest things that they've done for this series. And honestly, I really hope that the DC and Incredibles games actually live up to the goodness of these other games. Especially since there have been some bad apples. Some games where I personally believe that unless you are a major LEGO fanboy, you really don't need to get. One such bad apple is the LEGO Ninjago movie video game. That title is ridiculous, and the game is worse. The game basically takes the movie and makes it into a video game. And even the Lego Movie video game was better than this because they added stuff. They let you mess around in this world. But the Lego Ninjago video game, I beat this game in one day. While obviously, yes, I could have beaten a lot of these other ones in that same amount of time, this game was so easy compared to literally every game since or before. This game was too easy. Go into the levels, you're pretty much able to do everything. You can win easy, no big deals. Congratulations, you've beaten the game in about 12 hours. And I'm pretty sure that that's how long it took me to beat this game, about 12 hours. And the reason that I played for so long for this game in one day was because of the fact that it was different. I was doing some other things, and why not? I might as well play a little bit of this game while I'm doing these other things. I believe it was a 24-hour live stream that I was doing, which I don't think that actually made it to 24 hours. But I beat the game, and it left a sour taste in my mouth, which is why I believe I did not buy a Lego game since. It ruined my favorite franchise, Lego Ninjago, and it ruined the Lego video games for me. So, if you are going to be picking up Lego games and looking back at the nostalgia, I don't suggest picking this one up. I suggest picking up literally any of the others, because they're a lot more fun. Even Lego Worlds, which is basically Minecraft, but worse, is better than this game. Instead, play some of the other games, like the DC ones, the Marvel games, the DC games, the later ones, I should say, as well as The Hobbit, because those games are tons of fun. And the same goes for Lego City Undercover. And maybe pick up the battle games, whatever. They're all great. And it's part of their charm is that their story is, well, less. Not as major as many other games. You basically just have fun, and that's the point. But when it came to this game, they focused too much on the story rather than the game. And they suffered. And I believe that they also did the same thing with the Lego Incredibles. But we'll have to see. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys will check out some Lego video games if you haven't played them in a long time. And let me know your thoughts on any of the games that you played when you were a kid, or now. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on.